That joke's been said. Click button, we are live. Now Joseph can do the spiel of reminding everyone what happened last time.
So, for everyone who's not new, who can remember what happened last time?
I'll
A
give
lot of
you a
puzzles.
rundown. It goes something like this. I'm insane. Haha.
Yeah, so a lot of puzzles happened. All of our characters are not very smart, which led to the problem of puzzles being a problem. And then Lawrence went insane just before we solved all the puzzles. And now
Yep,
stuff about Purple Rock. I think it was purple. Is it purple? I
it
can't
was a
remember.
brownish rock.
Okay, brownish rock is the big one.
Yeah, we put the purple rock on the brownish rock, and something explodey happened.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I have
the
it written here.
purple rock exploded,
I have it
essentially.
written here. The third rule equals eyepieces are bullshit.
Ah, that is what you wrote.
Yeah, yeah, that is what I wrote.
Uh, so you all wake up. Uh, you're back in the first location. You see the temple that you were traveling around on the hill. But you can see inside the temple there is clearly a rock. That seems like a piece of the object that you found when you were in the final area.
Am I still dribbling on the floor?
Yes, your companion over there with the green hair and the pale skin is still in fact dribbling on the floor, as he tried to do things that were not advisable.
And nothing of value was lost.
He plugged his brain into the internet.
And came out a better person.
Debatable.
But it's better than having them try and lick you
Are
all the
his
time.
acolytes still okay? More
His
importantly.
acolytes are fine.
Oh,
They're just like they've like picked him up so he's not just lying on the ground.
okay. Croc,
Mm-hmm.
Kangaroo Jack.
I,
I
I,
think we, I think we just try this teleporting thing now that we have that thing, and hopefully it works as a passcode. No.
we can try. Cross his fingers. So I
So
guess investigate.
are you gonna roll investigation? Okay.
Like, we can say the thing in front. Want to?
You just want to like head up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than it's upon closer inspection you see that the rock does look a bit weird. Uh, it's it's. I mean, you recognize it as the type of rock that isn't affected by the weirdness of this place. This is the normal rock.
The normal rock.
Yeah. Well, it's a fragment of the normal rock.
Okay. I'm gonna rescan all the documents on the walls to make sure they still say what they said before.
They say exactly the same thing.
Okay. Closed door. Lights off. Lights on.
Okie dokie. Let's see if you land in the correct place. Alright. Uh, you appear in the second location, but when you arrive, the rock in the center of the room seems to have smashed part of the door.
Can you
Good.
remind me the second location? Is that the
Uh,
one we were trying to like
the
we're
ground is sandy and wet. You're
okay.
trying to get to the fifth location.
Okay. Off on.
Welcome to the 5th location.
Okay.
Quite notably, where before stood a seemingly impenetrable purple wall,
Yeah.
now just stands a billowing landscape, fields and hills.
Okay.
It all seems to be made of something purple and grey that seems twisted in some way and
Mhm.
fractally.
Okay. I hold out my radio frequency scanner and try and see what it's telling me.
There is one source. This one seems much more powerful than every other source you've encountered thus far.
I tell the group that, and I'm like, this might be the thing we've been here to come and get, and then we can head home somehow.
I agree.
We're on board, says the two cultists.
Cultist is
Yeah.
such a negative term.
We're just gonna do whatever you guys do.
That does feel like your best option.
Yeah.
So I guess we start heading towards the direction of the signal.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
In our weird crab formation.
This is true. You gotta do it the crab way. You see just over the horizon as you're starting to approach where the signal's coming from, a strange being. It looks like it could be a statue.
Mm-hmm.
Do you continue to approach it?
What does it look like?
It looks like a humanoid-sized statue. You don't recognize the specific features, but it does seem to have like a head, arms, and presumably legs, but it has like clothes on that sort of are like a skirt type thing, more like a robe, possibly,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that cover its legs. And you can't really see any of its skin. It
Is
could
that
either be a statue or a suit of armor or some clothes or could
is the signal coming from the statue?
yes.
Okay, I will move towards the statue.
Getting a
Uh,
bit closer, you do see an amulet around its neck. The amulet is it has a small white dot in the center of it, and it is a glass prism.
okay. Croc, Jack, cultists, keep an eye
Yes.
out,
Okay.
and then I will go over and I will take the amulet.
As you approach, the being suddenly starts to move.
Mm-hmm.
It plants its staff on the ground, and blue text begins whirling out of the staff.
I scan the text.
It says, "Ah, another pilgrim." Or are you another pilgrim? Who's
Hey,
to say?
hey, we need that amulet to capture a dragon.
It looks at you blankly, and then sort of puts its staff on the. It lifts its staff up. The text sort of swirls back into the staff, and now that you can get a closer look, you see that this text sort of curves around the staff, but fades out when it actually swirls around it.
Mm-hmm.
He then The being then places it back on the ground, and some pictures emerge.
Mm-hmm.
One picture is of you. One picture is of the planet you're on.
Mm-hmm.
One picture is of an eye, and another picture is of himself, or like his mask. Then another stone pillar rises that looked like the stones would fit into. There are two of them.
Sorry, the stones, the
The
eye
stones
pieces.
that you just created that have like pictures on them.
I put those things on the pillars.
Which two do you put in place first? Because it looks like there's a specific gap for two of them.
Okay, so specific gap for two of them, and it's us, him, and I, and the planet.
Yeah.
I look to the others for any ideas.
Croc gives you
Cultist,
thumbs up.
Cultist, you know you're smart.
Maybe he doesn't understand us, and this is the best way of communicating.
Uh,
Or maybe this is some like cryptic ritual where he like prepares his food.
give me a second. Uh, could I make an intelligence check to see if I have any clue what's happening right now?
Uh, I'd roll insight. Give me insight.
Okay, okay. Insight's better. Insight's better. Plus 2d4. 18.
Not bad, not bad. You don't think he currently has any hostile intentions to you.
Yeah, I got that one.
You also think that he's just trying to. He seems inquisitive and a bit confused.
Same.
Hmm. Should I employ the universal language of interpretive dance?
Ooh.
You can try that. Go for a performance check.
Okay. Okay. Okay, my performance
Okay,
did not go well.
you begin dancing, and it's just terrible. What kind of vibe were you trying to give off with the dance?
I don't understand you. Please be more clear. More blue text
Uh,
would be appreciated.
uh, okay, he has received the message.
Oh, good. Ugh.
He he
I look
he
back at Croc.
just
I'm like, see, I told you, interpretive dance, the true language of the world.
he assumes that nothing is wrong and stares blankly at you while doing nothing.
Okay, so we have images. We have 4 images and 2 places to place images, right?
Yep.
Can you please tell me exactly what those images are again?
You have this planet, and I, you, and him.
This planet and I, me and him.
Yep.
I'm gonna place me and him on the pillars.
When you do that, he places his staff on the ground and text wells out of the bottom.
I read the text.
He says, "Ah, you're another pilgrim, are you? Or at least that's what I assume. Are you too on a journey to see the eye?"
I take him off the pillar and I put up the
And when you
planet, and
take
then
him off the pillar, the text changes and it seems different
what
when
does it
it's
say?
just him. It says, "I don't know much about you as people. I assume you're also pilgrims, or
I
maybe you're just lost star travelers."
So I'm like, cool. I've got me, and then I put the planet, and then I like see what happens, and I take the planet off, and I put the eye.
All right, when it's you and the planet, he said it basically says, uh, this is this is a quantum planet. It randomly jumps between solar systems and links up with another planet, but this one only has 5 configurations. This is also the best look anyone's ever gotten of the eye of the universe.
Okay, now me and the
Merely,
eye.
uh, uh he he wasn't quite finished.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
He was like, this planet is actually reflecting the eye. This is as close to what we can see the eye looks like as possible. But the planet struggles to reflect the eye because of their diametrically opposing positions. One collapses everything into a constant, the other is never a constant. That's all it says.
Check to make sure he's done.
He is
Remove
done.
that, put up the eye.
You in the eye, he says.
Yep.
Maybe you can get there. And above you, there's like a vortex that you notice. This is the only disturbance you've seen in the pretty consistent cloud layer that's always been above you. The vortex seems to lead off into greyness, possibly more mist. And he says if you jump through that vortex, you might land on the eye.
Okay.
I've never seen the eye.
Hey, reminder. Do we know what we're actually looking for?
Not a
It's
clue.
something. It's some sort of capture thing.
You are looking for an amulet
Okay.
that captures things.
Pokeball necklace.
Does he look relaxed and like not defensive while he's doing all this stuff?
Yeah. He mostly just seems like he's pretty interested in talking to you.
I put him and the eye.
He says, I've been on my pilgrimage now for about 30 years. I've scoured the galaxy looking for the eye. And one day, we finally managed to find this place. It took a while, just a couple thousand years of searching. But now my people travel here all the time.
Hmm.
Realistically, that sounds incredibly suspicious. It's like, we've been searching for thousands of years to find the eye, and then we found it, but we're not going to go any further than here where it's right there. But it's probably through there, but we're not going to look.
I'm just gonna start asking. Hey, so you know that vortex that you said takes you to the eye? Why haven't you jumped through it?
He looks confused at you. He's gonna try and make an insight check. He puts down his stick and blue text comes out. He says, any mission we've taken to try and go near the eye, or actually land on the eye, has almost always failed. It's only once we unlock the secrets of this place that we could even really observe it.
I point at his necklace and make the give it to me gesture.
Gimme.
He sort of just shakes his head.
I make the please gesture.
He puts down some blue text and says, "This is my holy amulet. What if something were to go wrong? How else would I escape?"
What do you mean?
Well, this amulet was buried here by some random traveler, and he actually stole it from us. This is the holy amulet. It has a small white hole that's connected to a black hole, sealed in a pocket dimension. And we can travel between them pretty easily.
How do you do that?
It's our ships. We have pretty good ships. There's some great drives in them.
So, DM.
Mm-hmm.
How open for snatching do you think that amulet is?
That's for you to find out.
It's like, look, buddy, We've been through a lot. We're very tired. We don't want to kill you.
Okay,
He is like leaning forward. He does not have great posture.
I'm gonna attempt to snatch the amulet, and then shout leg it once I'm done.
Alright, so you're not trying to do this stealthily. Make a sleight of hand check. See if you can just yank this necklace off him.
That's not good. That's not good.
That's even better.
You go to like just snatch this amulet off this poor old pilgrim, and he immediately jumps back and recoils. Okay, now he is gonna have to. Oh, this could go poorly. He needs to make a
For
dex
him or
check.
us.
Yes. Oh no. He jumps backwards, and as he jumps backwards, he just starts going up, as if the gravity of the planet is not very strong. And you see, he starts heading towards the vortex.
Fuck. I would like to turn into a giant elk and grab him to keep him safe from the vortex.
Okay.
Until I
Grab him by the necklace.
I would like to grab him by the necklace, and if it breaks and he flies off into the vortex and I keep the necklace, that's not my problem.
Oh no, that was not my intention. I tried to save you. Bye.
Right. Make a initiative check. Like roll
Oh.
initiative.
Roll an elk check.
You are not quite quick enough on the draw to sort of snatch him. He begins swirling around the base of the vortex. I'll give anyone else a chance to do whatever they want now. I believe I can hear Lawrence, but he's muted. Like, he's in the other room and he's saying.
Can I do anything in my madness? Or am I just sort of still vegetabilized?
You've regained a little bit of your senses, but you can probably speak, but it's mostly garble. You might be able to get like the odd word in.
Could I conjure birds to grab stuff and come back to me?
Sure, I'll give you that. Try and cast them burbs.
Cool. I would like to conjure animals.
Sure. What are you going for? I'll say like. What are you going for?
How many eagles can I get for that?
How many eagles? Do you want big eagles or little eagles?
Bigger preferable, but not like if I get lots of little eagles, that's probably reasonable, but
Okie dokie, just give me one.
I don't know if I can summon big eagles with that or not, like. Because I could get 8 normal-sized eagles. Or 2 giant eagles. Yes, 2 giant eagles. Go for it.
Okay, 2 giant eagles are about to try and make strength checks to not have this guy fall into the abyss.
Sure. Give me a second. So D20.
Because one's helping the roll 1 with advantage. Because
sure.
one's helping.
I'll do that. Sorry, I'll. Why is this not? It doesn't have. I think we're gonna do that. We'll just do this. Oh, cool. Great.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you can see that one of the eagles just heart is not in it, but the other eagle is a boss and just yanks it straight to the ground.
Does it? My thing was yank by amulet. So like, if it got the amulet and not him, that's not a negative for me.
It did not. It got both him and the amulet, unfortunately for you.
Okay, I'm gonna run up being like, I'm so glad we could save you. Are you okay?
He stands up and like dusts himself off.
He's currently in the talons of an eagle.
He starts dusting himself off
Inside the
and
talons of a giant eagle.
hits the eagle with the talisman. Hang on, I'll roll to hit the eagle.
Wait,
So a 21 hit the
so
eagle.
he attacks the thing that just saved him.
Yes, I believe
Eagle-
that is.
Eagle disappears.
Yep, that seems fair. Initiative time. Kill this guy.
Yep, we're rolling initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
Does 19 hit?
Just give me a sec to pull up the tracker.
Oh god, that means we've got to put minions on the planet.
Yep.
My headphones might run out of battery, so I'll have to swap over at some point.
I'll pop him here. His textures are not loading. Amazing.
Yeah, that's exactly how he looks.
Perfect.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to roll something because my character sheet didn't work for a second there. Why aren't you working? There, it's finally turned up. Sorted.
Don't forget about your eagles.
My eagle.
Okay, eagle.
Eagle at a 7 plus 3, so a 10. I don't have an eagle. Sadly.
There you go. Perfect. You got an amazing score.
Alright.
So, did the 19 hit?
Alright. The 19 does hit him.
Yes.
My poor inquisitive boy.
He gets 11 smacks in the face.
It collides with him, and it doesn't seem to hurt him very much. You can't tell if it's done anything at all.
So radiant damage may not be that effective. The kangaroo's up first. Hello?
Yeah, go Kangaroo Jack.
Kangaroo runs over. Kangaroo starts punching fuck out this guy.
Yeah, Kangaroo Jack. Kill him.
Unarmed strike. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Just so you know, I don't know if it counts with you saying the weird stuff. Technically, if my attack did affect, then
I have advantage.
Kangaroo would have had
Yeah.
advantage.
So does a 24 hit?
The attack did not affect him, but sure.
But he got hit with
24
it, so he would be glowing even if it didn't do damage.
True. So the 24 does hit, yes.
Please make a con save.
Not a con save. That's my best save. How could you do this to me? My best save and everything. Oh no.
The 10 fails.
Yeah, it's a 10.
Okay, so I now have advantage on all my attacks for the rest of this thing, because he's stunned. So second attack, unarmed strike, crits. Oh, sorry. First one's damage was 5. Second one's damage is 9. All this damage is magical, if that matters.
It does. I mean, doesn't really. But you that seems to hurt him. He seems pretty annoyed by that.
I mean, he's stunned, so he's currently immobile. It's very hard to tell if someone's annoyed. Key point, 2 more unarmed strikes. 21
Hits.
For 6 damage, and 23 for 6 damage.
He looks a bit more beat up than he was before. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's the thing's turn.
Go, Cato.
On Cato's turn, Cato is gonna run this person over as a giant elk. So I'm just gonna go get my giant elk sheet.
Cough ride formation.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride like go underneath the croc and then become a giant elk so that croc's on my back as I run over this guy. So my ram attack crits.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits.
For 15 bludgeoning damage and then an extra 4d6 damage because I crit. For another 9 damage, all that's magical, and he must make a saving throw, which he cannot currently do because he's stunned. So he's now prone on the ground.
Man, just beating this guy up.
And that's Cato's turn.
He is stunned. Croc.
Sure, my turn's easy. I cast Bless on me, Cato, and Kangaroo Jack.
Kangaroo. Go for it.
The kangaroo's just gonna pick up the amulet off the prone guy.
Alright, roll sleight of hand to see if you can get it around his stupid mask.
Really? Like, he's
Yes.
stunned and prone, and you're like, try and get this off?
Well,
I
yeah.
assume this is a very easy thing. Sleight of hand. 16 is a skill check, so I still have your d4s, right?
Yes.
So the kangaroo's sleight of hand is a 21.
You managed to get it around his awkward mask.
Oh, I forgot my eagle. Oh well, I'll do it this round. And then I'm gonna start pummeling the fuck out of this guy on the ground. Punch. 20.
Hits.
Please make me a con save.
19.
Okay. 22. Make me a con
Hits.
save.
21.
Okay. 2 more shots at you. 26. Make me a con save.
16.
That just passed. And my last hit. Crits and make me a con save.
Damn.
Close. And that's another 11 damage. So total that was 11, 17.
It's already done. I've already got it.
Sure. Okay, that's fine.
Alright, Cato. Continue beating up this poor old philosopher.
Cato's gonna stomp on this guy. 16
Hits.
for 21 bludgeoning damage.
And that's one dead philosopher.
Excellent.
You stomp on his face, his mask comes off, and his tired, withered old green face is bloodied on the floor.
I'm gonna start speaking in elk, telling everyone to retreat and let's get back to our ship.
Elk, 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 elk.
Moo.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Alright, so you turn around and start heading back to where? The temple.
The temple, so we can get out of this fucking place.
What temple?
Ah, for fuck's sake, we didn't keep eyes on the temple.
There's definitely no temple there. You were sure you left it right here. There is a rock, though. Rock is
Still.
always there for you.
Sit on the rock.
Are you sure you want to sit on the rock?
I'm joking. Don't worry.
Sit on the rock,
That's-
gain the internet.
Keep turning, looking for temple on a bunch of rotations because it eventually comes back. Usually.
Rotating about a bunch, it seems the temple does not seem to appear on a lot of rotations.
Moo? I'm just gonna assume elks moo because I don't know what sound elks make.
Close enough.
Moo.
What's the plan, Sam?
Moo.
I agree with his plan.
His plan is so majestic. I can smell his words.
Alright, what do you do?
Sorry, the elk farted. That was.
Smell his words and hear his smells.
I'm gonna turn back to me.
Okay, you are now no longer an elk.
Okay. Whose job was it? Was to keep an eye on the temple? It was one of the acolytes, wasn't it?
No, it was neither of us.
It was
Our
definitely.
job was to carry the boss.
Yeah, but carrying the boss isn't a full-time job.
Yeah, it is. We had to drag him to watch you guys beat up that old man.
Can I release my my giant eagle from inside this thing?
Do you have like a connection with your eagles?
Yeah, they're like, I can talk with them telepathically and stuff. Yeah.
Alright. The eagle outside disappears. The eagle inside seems concerned. You've released the magic and is trapped still.
No, I meant like, can I untrap it from inside the thing?
Not
I
by
did-
just
didn't-
like releasing the
didn't-
spell.
Yeah, I wasn't releasing the spell. That wasn't what I asked.
No, it doesn't seem like Are you trying to go? Are you trying to reach in it, or what
Like-
are you trying to do?
Like, see if there's any like trick to like how this thing works.
Roll Arcana.
It's very sad that I'm probably the best character to roll that who's still sane. And I have a +1. Yep. Plus your thing. 18?
You get the feeling that this is sort of a one-way type device. Because from what he said before, you can presume that they just like picked up people they needed to with their like ships, and so they didn't really need an exit plan on the in door, but a one way out, one way in type deal.
So effectively, what they did was they would send you through that necklace, and then their ships would pick you up on the other side of the necklace.
Yeah, you know, if they wanted to.
Am I to infer this necklace sends you to position space, not to like a holding place?
He said it sent you to an alternate like. It seemed weird. It's either like a demi-plane or another dimension.
Interesting. What could my eagle see in this place?
It looks black. Very black in all directions. And he seems to be getting repelled from a specific direction.
Okay.
But like he can fly over there. But it just but like once he gets close enough he just gets pushed back.
That's a worry for later. How are we gonna leave? And have they got any ideas? Because I'm out.
Didn't really think that far ahead.
Dribbly boy, you are slightly less dribbly. You can now speak and move around, but you do maniacally laugh every 30 seconds. And also blankly stare off into the distance occasionally.
Look at it. Follow
Hey.
the swirling path to salvation.
What swirly path?
Well, that's what the boss wants. You want to go into the big vortex in the sky, boss?
My mind trembles with anticipation.
Sweet, the boss is always right. Let's go into the sky vortex, everyone. Says the acolyte.
Yeah, you first.
Objection!
Overruled.
Hold it! You're finally awake. You got two in that ambush on the border, horse thief.
Well, seems like the boss is more normal than ever, says the slightly dumber one. Dumber acolyte will proceed to say, "What, boss? You want us to go into the vortex? Yay? Nay?"
Not yet.
Well, okay.
Let us wait to see what the other food says first. Stares off into the distance.
So, any plans then?
No, I'm very weirded out. My character thought that there would just be a door to lead us back. That seemed like the obvious answer to completing our quest. Usually quest ending, there's just a door.
So while you're waiting around here, you see a figure off in the distance.
How distant?
Seems, not super distant. It's like, stone's throw.
I throw a stone.
It lands at their feet. They seem very similar to the last person.
Haha, a similar person. Let's go and meet them. I go over and hug them and try and lick them on the eyeball.
They're wearing a mask.
He licks the
I'll lick
eyeball
the,
of the mask.
I'll lick the eye guard of the mask.
Which one do you go for? The middlemost eyeball, or the one on the left or the right?
Left, and then proceed to try and lick the other ones.
Alright, as you approach, he just sort of like holds his stick out to prevent you from coming in for a hug.
I'll try and lick his stick.
Uh, you lick his stick.
I'll continue licking it.
He just sort of lets his stick rest. And he sort of starts walking towards the rest of the party while you're just licking his stick.
I'm gonna put the amulet in my pocket.
When he passes me by to go to the rest of the party, I'll try and hug him from behind and try and lick his cloak.
You begin licking his cloak, and do you try and like stop him, or are you just hugging him?
I'm not trying to stop him. I'm just sort of just holding on to him and letting him pull me whilst licking him.
Sure. You hold on to him as he sort of drags you along.
This is definitely not weird at all.
And he says, "Ah, hey, how are you guys doing? Been a while."
Does he say
Do
that
you know where out here?
in a language we understand?
He says this in a language you understand.
Hello, do you know a way out of here? Please help us.
Well, you remember that time you killed me?
No,
It sucked.
I'm sorry, I do not remember killing you. I'm in too much panic right now.
You did it. Still, like, how long would have been for you guys?
Did I eat you?
10 minutes?
Did,
Go.
did I eat you?
You also stole my amulet.
I stole nothing.
Very mean-spirited.
Wait, am I still here?
I'm giving you a traditional greeting of my people.
You will be introduced in a moment. One sec. They just need to leave.
We're trying to leave.
We're trying to leave, but he won't let us leave. The DM has trapped us here and won't just let us leave.
I know, because I scripted it that this wouldn't, like, that method of leaving this place did
That's
exist.
persuade make him think that you never saw him in your life.
I don't know who this man is. He's a random person. If I did eat it after I killed it, I don't remember it happening. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I have a weird food-based memory system.
Fair enough. I guess I'll just leave you guys here then. Bye.
Hey, how do we get out of here?
Bye.
Grab him.
I'm still
Walking off
holding on
into
to
the
him.
distance.
Following closely.
I'm still holding on to him, licking him.
Okay. You all follow him. Some closer than others. He sort of reaches the base point of where the eye is. Like, where the vortex swells over him. And he just sort of, like, jumps a mild amount and starts flying directly into the eye of the storm.
Do I need to make any sort of like athletics check or save or something to keep hold of him?
Sure. Make a athletics. See if you can hold on to him.
Athletics.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You managed to keep a hug on him,
Your shoes are tasty.
and you both fly up and pass into the grey mist. What do the rest of you do?
Do my acolytes follow me?
Your acolytes, the dumb one is like jumping right behind you, and happens to be holding onto the smarter one. The smarter one seems visibly concerned. but is like, oh well, it's too late now. As they also pass into the mist.
Did that work out okay? Hello?
You get no response.
I look at the other two and I'm like, should we jump? Is this the only way out?
Sure.
I mean, you could lift me up, Croc, and I could try and get a better look.
Sure. I lift you up.
Do I get a better look?
It looks like a grey swirly void.
When he lifts me up, do I start floating away?
He would, but Croc is still low enough to the ground
Okay.
where he's
I'm
he's anchoring you.
I
You
think
you
this is.
currently are suspended though. Like if he
Uh,
let go of you, you just stay there. You wouldn't fall back down or go up.
I think this is the only way out. Sadly.
I try and propel myself upwards.
So you just jump off of Croc then.
Yeah, gonna jump off of Croc's hands.
Croc, what do you do? And what does Kangaroo Jack do?
Kangaroo Jack is gonna reluctantly kangaroo hop after the boss.
I would recommend that Kangaroo Jack helps the person who wouldn't float off with his
Who wouldn't
jumping.
float?
Croc.
Oh. Try jumping first, Croc.
Croc tries jumping. Is it enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. You don't have to jump very high.
From the way you worded it, I wasn't sure if it was good enough or not, because you said that him above my head was just floating in place.
Mm.
Kangaroo Jack jumps 30 feet. Directly
Kangaroo
upwards.
Jack soars past you, soars past Cato. Like he's just straight through.
Okay.
And as Croc passes through the mist, you all seem to just come out into space. You seem to be wherever you... It seems to be the exact place you were when you dropped the pods on the planet. Like, you're in the exact same solar system and everything. Also, you're all suffocating.
Ahem. Are we
Sorry, you're
all suffocating?
Most of you are holding your breath. Some of you who can possibly breathe longer than others are fine.
Or just don't need to breathe?
Or just don't need to breathe.
Looking for spaceship.
You can't see the spaceship, and about 30 seconds pass. And then all of a sudden the spaceship comes at it, like drops out of high speed and sort of floats by to pick you guys up.
And then we all cry.
Welcome back to the good ship Wacky Hickey Doodah.
I
What's a
point out to the
wonderful
guy who
game?
owns the ship that the original boss of the ship of the mission is dead, but I did get his phone, so the mission for all the money is still on. We have a spare spot now.
The wizard says, "Oh, that's great, because I actually have a friend I want to introduce you to."
Is it me?
No,
I'm like,
who are you?
Who picked this guy up? He was to die in space.
I'm your best friend.
I'm like looking at the smart acolyte and the dumb acolyte, and I'm like, that one gets to stay pointing at the smart acolyte. Those two should be fired into space.
No.
Just no.
So yeah, I have my friend. Can he join the mission since you're the one with the phone? Mogdo,
Hello.
you are on a spaceship.
I'm now on a spaceship.
Yeah.
Interesting. Amazing.
You met this random wizard who was flying around space, very concerned, looking for his friends. He'd been like flying around. You'd heard rumors of him flying around for about the past week or so. You bumped into him and agreed to help him. And you both searched for like a month before arriving here today.
So can we leave this place? We hate it.
Oh yeah, what happened to you guys in there?
We went to hell.
It was the worst experience of my life, and I've been eaten by a T-Rex at least twice.
Cause like as soon as I dropped you in there, I like I turned the ship around to like put in a higher orbit so that I wouldn't just fall into the planet, and then the planet was just gone.
This
I
is
kept
your
having-
fault.
I
This
just
is
kept-
your fault.
I just kept having to fly between systems to find out where the planet was, and it just
You,
kept
Are you
moving.
you were the one that
With
stopped
the
looking at the
planet?
planet. If you stop looking at the planet disappears.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
We didn't know either, but it was hell.
And I
Isn't
kept
it?
flying to new solar systems, but every time I'd get there, I'd like blink one time and it would just disappear. It's horrible.
Yeah, it
You
was.
don't know. You don't know that. It could have been some sort of part of Mount Celestia, maybe, whatever that is.
So anyway, did you get the amulet?
Yes.
Kangaroo Jack pulls the amulet from his pocket.
Hey, all right, let's go trap a dragon.
Also, Kato's gonna turn to what was the name of the new person? Hello?
Oh no.
Oh,
someone-
well, hello.
What was your character's name a second there?
Grian. Just Grian.
Regan?
Yep.
What is Kato's gonna turn to Regan and be like, welcome, do you have any notable skills? Please let us fit you into this group. Also a question, what is Gregan?
He is a bard.
No, I meant
Yep.
like physically.
Oh, he is a dragonborn.
What colour?
Could you tell he's an ancient, legendary golden dragon?
What color would you like to be, Mogdo? You can be any color of dragon you want to be.
Green.
So it's a sort of a green dragon person
Yep.
carrying some instruments.
Yep. Absolutely normal.
I
Okay,
mean,
also
it's
has
the
a-
most
hang
normal
on.
thing we've seen in a while.
Okay.
I'll,
I would like to,
I'll drag his character token onto the thing so you can actually see what he.
I will describe to you what Cato looks like. So Cato's like a 3'2" goblin, but his entire body is like a red tattoo of a Tyrannosaurus Rex that's basically over his like body, and he doesn't wear a lot so that he can show it off. So like on his head, like the jaws are closing over where his face are.
So
Croc-
he's
sorry.
wait, he's got a tattoo of a T-Rex.
Yeah, so he like is trying to make it. He's trying to embody a T-Rex. His big thing is eventually he's gonna be able to eat one, and then that'll be the best day of his life.
There's that boy, but more green.
Slightly huge, but sure.
I mean,
Back to normal size.
I'm Croc. I'm a Croc.
Croc. Impossible.
his full name is Croc Dundee.
Lawrence, you are no longer afflicted with every kind of madness that exists.
That over there is our monk. He is named Kangaroo Jack. He is a kangaroo person. who is wearing a red jacket and sunglasses.
A red jacket and sunglasses.
Yeah.
All right.
No pants though. Trousers are for the
It-
loser. Trousers are for losers.
Yeah. Socks and pants
If it,
now.
helps, if it helps, I'm not wearing any pants either. My character isn't.
Can you
Also,
describe your character?
Sorry?
Describe your character to him if he doesn't know your character.
Hello, I'm Dave.
Give a
I'm
physical
green.
description of what you look like.
I'm a human that's dressed, well, now half in green, and has green hair, and is very pale.
All
He's
right.
also got a very weird little black and sort of black poncho thing on, tiny little circular hat on top of his green hair. He's also human, as far as you can tell.
I can save a bit of time. There you go, posted in the Discord. That's what he looks like.
There's another small member of the crew who looks like just a relatively old human who has the most expensive prosthetic arm you've ever seen. Like, you're pretty sure it's made up of rolled up artworks and gems and gold.
Is there anyone else in our weird crew? I can't remember.
There's my two people.
Yeah, other than the two acolytes, that's about it. The two acolytes just stand there. They have purple clothes on and purple hoods over their heads. You cannot see their faces currently.
Apparently.
I'll approach you, Gregan, and I'll say, "Are you slothful?"
Am I slothful?
Yes.
If I knew what that meant.
Well, come with me and I'll explain it all to you. You'll love it.
I refuse.
I'm already liking this guy.
I'll explain it to you here then.
Yo, Joseph, can I use a skill called silence? Is that possible?
You can cast silence if you want.
I cast silence.
A bubble around him is now completely silent. You
One
cannot
second.
hear the deafening
One second.
wails of.
I might have a reaction to this.
Oh,
Do not. I walk out of the area that silence encompasses.
I mean, he cast it on you, so it's centered on you. You try and leave the bubble, but the bubble is moving around with you. So you just leave the room.
The kangaroo
Totally silently.
says in sign language, "I like this one."
I mean, the rest of you can now speak because he left the room.
Oh, the kangaroo doesn't talk.
Fair enough.
Have you ever seen a talking kangaroo? Jeez.
Oh, that would be ridiculous.
Come on, Joseph, use your brain.
But yes, your insane companion has been silenced by your new companion, and caused them to just leave.
Well, we already like you, whoever you are.
You shouldn't. I see. Alright.
So,
Okay.
do you want to join us capturing a dragon? There's money in it.
That's true.
Still capturing.
What color is the dragon?
Black, I think.
I very much dislike dragons, not because of its color, obviously not because of its color. That is why I would rather stab it.
I believe to get the money we have to capture it, but I would like to tell you that we are capturing it in an infinite blackness in the vacuum of space.
I very much like that idea, and I'm on board.
Eagle whines in sadness.
I think to the eagle, stop your whining, you're not even real, you're a face spirit.
Ah. Just crying eagle noises are returned to you.
So I guess we head back to the planet then?
It was like, yeah, so I'm setting a course. New boss man who has a phone that lets us get paid. Where am I heading?
Back to the planet where we need to capture the dragon. I believe it's where we were from originally.
Alright. Guess we'll just head back there.
Thanks.
The ship begins rotating and it starts to throttle up. You immediately embark at incredible speeds. It's gonna take you a little while to get there. What do you do on your little journey?
Rest.
Yeah,
You're
sleep
gonna
a
take a
bunch.
rest.
I'm still not over having had to save everyone by becoming a giant spider spring to stop. Sorry, a giant snake spring. To stop
Oh
the
yeah,
dragon.
that's something I was gonna do. 1 second. Everyone roll a d10 except for the bard who's just showed up.
I got a 7.
Mine is loading slowly. There it goes.
Graham and Croc. You are haunted by the images you saw on the planet.
Good to know. Good to know.
When you dream, you see like the image of your old boss becoming mush as you tried to cushion his fall. Cato and Croc, you see essentially Cato healing you, and you're surrounded by like the unconscious bodies of everyone around you.
So standard.
Mm-hmm.
You are haunted by terrifying nightmares of the place you just were.
I had the best dream. Oh wait, no.
Kangaroo Drac wakes up fresh as a daisy in the morning, and Lawrence also wakes up fresh as a daisy in the morning. You know, classic Dib Van Dab move over there. The bard also wakes up fresh as a daisy.
Because he hasn't went through the hell we went through.
What would you like to do on your first day of travel?
I'll go start cooking breakfast.
What sort of things can I do on my first day of travel in this spaceship? Is there anything to do here?
There's a bar. There's a performing lounge. There's the wizard's room that you can look at. There's a cargo hold. And there's all the weapons, turrets, and systems. You can also go look at the scanners and ops room. And then there's the, like, cockpit.
Cato's gonna go get himself hammered in
There's
the bar.
also an engine room. You head to the bar. It is stocked full of weird alcohol that he seems to have collected on his travels. There is also one that is most prominently featured. there is a golden, like, chalice that sits on one of the shelves. It is filled with a blue liquid.
Been the weirdest looking thing.
There is a bottle that sort of. It looks like the water comes out and then spurts back into a different section of the bottle, and it keeps repeating that. There's one that just seems to be. There's one of them seems to be glowing.
Hmm.
And there's one that seems to be like freezing and unfreezing. Which one? Those seem to
Cato's
be the
gonna try
weirdest
and mix
ones.
the last three.
He's okay. You pour some of the freezing, non-freezing, the one that seems to jump out and back into its own bottle, and the other. Okay, we're gonna mix them all up then. And okay, you pour all three of the liquids into your glass.
Mhm.
It's a glowing thing that keeps jumping and freezing.
Gonna drink that down.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Do, 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 do.
Okay. Okay. Do you like take a? Okay, you feel like ice is building up inside you. It doesn't
Mhm.
seem to hurt, but it feels like it's trying to escape. You
Just
feel like
gonna.
if you opened your mouth, it would probably. Right, you feel like it would escape if you opened your mouth.
Then I'm not gonna open my mouth
Okay.
till it dies in there.
It just keeps jumping around.
Gonna keep swallowing until it gets down my throat into the acid in my stomach.
It consistently just hangs around there.
Gonna wash it down with some more of itself.
Okay. As you open your mouth to like drink more,
I can sip without opening my mouth, will I?
okay, you like sit and it just makes it more intense.
This battle's gonna go on forever. You might as well go to someone else.
Okay, you keep drinking that. I will note that down. Croc, what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm just watching him.
Oh, you're just at the bar slash entertainment lounge,
Yeah.
watching him drink a thing, and then he's just. It looks like he's trying to keep something down, so he just keeps sipping more of it.
Yeah, just in case he dies, I need to heal him. Because he does drink a lot.
Okay. Gregan, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast haste on him so he can drink at double the speed.
So you can drink even faster.
Yep.
Oh no. The point where it wears off and I get stunned.
I know. Okay, 1 minute into your drinking, you get stunned. Your mouth opens during this time. And you essentially let out a beam of ice that freezes your cup solid.
Sorry, I missed that.
You're paralyzed and a bit of your mouth opens and you shoot out a beam of ice that freezes your cup solid.
Interesting. I decided to take some more traditional alcohol this time. Some sort of whiskey.
There is a bottle that is labeled whiskey. Are you gonna just start drinking normal alcohol?
Yeah, just stop drinking normal alcohol. It's fine.
Okay, how long do you spend drinking normal alcohol?
How long we got before we get back?
Uh, it's like a week or 3.
Then that long.
Okay, make me 21 con saves.
Interesting.
As every day you wake up and drink until you are unconscious. So day 1. Uh,
2, 3, 4, 5.
you're in 17.
Good. 4 more to make.
There you go. Alright. Summary. The first day goes okay, but you do pass out at about like 6. The next day, you pass out like at 9 o'clock. The next day, you're out at like lunchtime, and it basically proceeds in a similar fashion. On 2 of the days, you just don't stop drinking, and you go to bed with a bottle of whiskey by your side.
This is
Okay,
not
that's
in
what
any way
he's
descriptive.
doing for the 3-week journey, just getting incredibly drunk. What would anyone else like to do?
You said there was a goblet with some sort of blue liquid in it.
It is on the drinks cabinet, yes.
One day can I try and drink it?
Which day do you try to drink this?
The second day.
Alright, so Cato's just chilling there, drinking his whiskey. You roll up to the bar, grab the goblet. Now, are you taking like a sip, or are you just downing this thing?
Downing the entire thing.
You try and down it, but it just sort of keeps coming.
I'll sip it.
You sort of slow the rate that it's coming to a sip. It does actually taste very nice.
Um, Interesting. I would like to. Um, huh. I would like to. Um, hmm. Are there any inscriptions on the cup mug
No,
thing?
but it is quite ornate. And there are a few patterns that look scaly.
Interesting. Uh, I'd like to misty step back to my room.
Do you take it with you or do you leave it?
I take it with me.
Okay, you take it with you back to your room.
And just continue drinking it.
Okay, make me a con save at disadvantage.
9.
Okay. So like on the day of like 3, you wake up and you are covered in scales from head to toe.
Okay.
You're also noting your throat's quite dry.
Yeah.
That is all.
Um. I'll go back to the bar on day 3 with the goblet,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get water,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll drink it.
Your throat feels a bit hydrated. And then after a little while, it goes back to feeling dry again.
I'll continue drinking water.
Every time you drink water, it gives you like momentary relief, but it keeps getting dry if you don't keep drinking water.
So what I'll do is I'll just sit there next to
Cato and just drink
Cato.
water continuously.
and alternate between drinking water and drinking the goblet
Okay, so
for
make
for
a
the rest
con
of the
save,
journey.
make a con save with disadvantage for day 4.
You know what?
I'll do this.
At this point, I think even with his low intelligence, Croc's gonna go and ask the wizard what the fuck that thing is.
No, I will do this for the rest of the journey, Joseph.
Yeah, I know. So Croc's going to ask about what the goblet is.
So,
No, hang
4
on.
for
Wait, okay,
day 3.
I'll tell you the results of that in a second. Croc's doing a thing. One sec. So, Croc, you're asking about the goblet, right?
Yeah.
The wizard goes, ah. Uh, basically, one time I like had some friends who were like fish, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
And so it takes like a week, but if you take like a sip of that every day for a week, you'll eventually become a fish.
Alright, yeah, well, the new idiot we picked up's doing that.
Ah. So how much did you drink?
Well, he's been drinking it the past 2 days.
Like, how much, though?
A lot.
Oh. That's unstable. He should probably stop doing that. Unless he wants to be, like, a mutated fish.
Okay, well, I will take that information and I will present it to my boss.
Okay, this is day 3, so Cato is... you find Cato already, like,
Yes.
asleep.
Yeah.
Hammered in his bed, nursing a headache.
Essentially, I'm just waiting till he wakes up to be like, yeah, don't drink that stuff, it's not good for you.
So tomorrow you tell him that.
Yeah.
But, okay, with a 4, Lawrence, on the next day you wake up and like your hands have become flippers, and you really are struggling to breathe air. It's very hard to breathe now.
Um,
You also can't really walk around anymore because your legs have started to fuse together.
I'll Is there a bath or a swimming pool anywhere nearby on the trip?
There's a bathroom. You could stay in the bath.
I'll go and fill the bath and stay in that.
You'll just sit in the bath. Do you keep drinking the mysterious liquid that you don't know what it does?
Yes.
Okay.
What a silly question. Of course he does.
Do you
It's
try
like-
and resist the effects of it or not?
Yes.
You don't resist the effects?
No, I do resist the
Okay,
effect.
then make another con save at disadvantage if you're just drinking it a lot.
5.
Alright. You don't know what happened on day 5, Lawrence. Everybody else, you find a fish in the bathtub next time any of you tries to go in there. And Laura and your insane friend's clothes are around. The fish also looks incredibly freaky. It looks like it's a bit human in some aspects, but also mostly a fish. Its eyes are just massive. It looks quite hideous. You also notice the goblet that turns you into a fish next to it if Croc or Cato goes in there.
Just like, yeah, Cato, that's why I don't drink it.
Is that the blue liquid?
Yeah, don't drink that.
Alright.
Unless you want to be a fish.
So, who's the fish?
Insane guy.
Oh. Like, whiskey bottle in hand, just like... Is there any way back? Oh well, just leave him in the bath then.
That's so easy for you to find out, but you're like, nah.
At this point, I would also tell the other new party member. I'd be like, yeah, don't drink that blue stuff.
I take it to heart.
Like pointing at the horrifying fish monster. Unless you want to be like that.
I truly take it to heart.
It's a hideous fish monster. Looks very weird.
Croc, deal with that thing.
Like, picks up his mace. Like, deal with?
Yeah, however you see fit, just deal with it.
Oh, okay.
It's just swimming around in there.
Does Cato walk away at that point?
Cato says deal with it while sloshed, and then walks away.
Okay.
It's entirely on your interpretation of the word deal with it.
Fish is just fishing about.
Does 19 hit?
What's the AC of fish?
What's your AC?
Not 17.
Ah, it definitely hits then.
9.
It's gonna do so much damage.
You strike the fish. The fish is still alive, but the fish is not best pleased. It rears its disgusting teeth at you. They are 50% fish, 50% human, and 100% disgusting.
I keep smashing. I think I've been told to do this.
Is the fish in the bath still?
The fish is still in the bath. It can't really run away.
I
Also-
use the spell called Thunder Wave.
Okay. You're gonna
In the bath.
Oh. So you like blast the bath with Thunderwave and
Yep,
You,
like
yep.
you
throw
drop
the
a
water
toaster
out?
in the bath.
Yep. Exactly it.
The fish begins suffocating to death. Lawrence, what's your constitution?
My constitution is +2. It's 15.
The fish has 7 minutes of holding its breath
While being electrocuted.
while being electrocuted and beaten up by a crocodile. The fish is not having a good day.
Well, no, I wouldn't say so.
So he's just leaving the fish to die then.
Yeah.
Can I use the skill? Can I use the skill?
Okay, what are you thinking?
Song of Rest.
That's just for. I mean, you can go play that at the bar or something and help everyone just recover and chill out.
Then can I use it on the fish though?
Just
Just to keep him alive.
God.
You can put the fish in some water. The fish can't really like the Song of Rest doesn't really help the fish unless the fish is resting, but the fish can't really rest because the fish is suffocating. You could put it in like a glass of water, and it would be okay. You could put it in a barrel of alcohol.
And it wouldn't be okay because
It
it's
would
a
die.
barrel of alcohol.
It would not be okay, that's true.
I put him in a bottle of alcohol.
The fish is very drunk and slowly dying. It continues to have 7 minutes. It continues to have like 5 minutes left to live.
Do they have to come to the bar to get to like put the fish in alcohol?
Yes.
Does the wizard notice this at all?
The wizard is flying the ship.
I'm sitting there being like, why are you
Yeah,
putting
but
the
you
fish
must
in
take a
alcohol?
break at some point.
He does.
I
he
stay
does.
silent.
Sorry?
I stay silent and continue dipping the fish in alcohol.
Could you
No,
Croc?
no,
The fish isn't flopping around, having a bad old time.
Croc like leans over and whispers, "If we let it die this way, it'll be flavoured."
But why is it dying? I thought you were gonna fix this problem.
But I thought that's what you wanted.
I said deal with the problem, Croc.
Yeah, we're dealing with it.
The fish has like 4 minutes left to live.
Put the fucking fish in some water and find out if we can save it. If
Oh!
I put the fish back in water.
And then we go and
said-
ask the
not, I
wizard.
said deal with this problem, Croc. I didn't say kill the fish.
The wizard says, "Ah, okay, so he's like an unstable fish. Well, feed him this." And the wizard goes into a cabinet, like a locked cabinet, pulls out a potion, closes the cabinet, relocks it, and hands you a potion. Like,
Cool.
just put that in the fish's water. Only a little bit, though, at a time, like, bit by bit, day by day.
Sure. We do that in shifts then. Of the two people who are still sober.
Okay. Slowly but surely, the fish begins to return to its normal form. First, the fish starts to get a little bigger. Then the fish starts to, like, change in color. Then its eyes begin to return to their, like, normal size and shape. Its fins begin growing longer and start forming into appendages. And before you know it, your old friend is basically back. He has a scale here or there, and he smells a bit more like fish than he used to. But
Does he go back to drinking the blue liquid as soon as he's back?
he is back to normal within the course of a week.
No, he doesn't.
He does have some, gills. Well, not some gills still, but like the occasional scale, and like it doesn't smell great. It smells very fishy.
I'll go and try and get rid of the smell.
Have a tomato bath.
You can get it to the point where you don't smell like too bad, but you always smell vaguely of fish. Like, you can get it to the point where it's almost not noticeable when you're fresh out of the shower, but after a couple of minutes, it's like mildly fish smell is just hanging around you all the time now.
Okay.
So you need to learn prestidigitation.
The mild fish bandit.
And what does Croc do with the rest of his time?
Just relaxes.
And what does the bard do with the rest of his time?
Play stuff, I guess.
Hey, you entertain everyone. Great.
Yes.
That's a good morale bonus. Well done.
Oh.
Croc. For the first, 10 days, you continue to be haunted with horrific dreams of the planet. But after some chillin', max, and relaxing, you feel better.
Yeah, I mean, like, Kato's entire thing was he was being haunted, so he just like got himself shit faced.
Cato is far too drunk to have any dreams that he can remember.
Exactement.
So you arrive back at the planet.
Look at the marble. Isn't it lovely?
Is it?
Yes. Let's go lick its surface and see the sloth. Do you enjoy sloth? Are you a slothful person?
Yeah, sloths are delicious.
I've eaten a mega sloth before. Have you eaten a mega sloth?
Yes, of course I have. Who hasn't? Do you not worship the Queen of Envy?
No? Question
Why
mark?
not?
Question mark?
The wizard pulls into port and goes, I am so tired. God, I've just been pumping magic into the ship literally this whole time. It's so exhausting.
Why not ask me? I can pump magic.
Let's just say that this ship requires a little bit stronger than what you're currently outputting.
So, how drunk
Yeah,
is Cato?
What's this
Cato,
talking about? Who's drunk here?
you're lucky Cato has not passed out today.
Okay, so Croc walks over, puts his hand on his shoulder, and Cato is now completely sober as he casts protection from poison.
Cato, the horrors begin creeping in on you as you are now sober.
Kratos
you-
in tears,
you-
like all those horrifying things.
You feel the blood of your friend running down your entire body. It's terrifying. And the mulch just sort of curled, or like as you curl around his mulch when you were spraying to try and catch him. It's a horrifying event.
Tasting the blood of the person I was trying to save.
Yeah.
I will cast prestidigitation
To not
to
smell
get rid
fishy.
of the. Yeah,
So something doesn't smell fishy around here.
You
Yeah.
you just
I
like
cast it on Kato so I don't smell fishy.
what?
I cast prestidigitation on Kato so that I don't smell fishy.
That's not how that works.
I know, but that's Dib's internal logic.
So
Sure.
Kato doesn't smell the fishy smell. Everybody else smells the fact that you're fishy. Okay.
Kato grabs the bottle and tries to drink some more, and then realizes he's protected from the poison now, and it doesn't do anything. And he's like, "Why? Why?"
No, boss, you know the rules. You're allowed to drink as much as you want off the clock.
Suffering
You're right.
intensifies.
You're right. Why are you always right? You're so wise, Croc.
You see flashes of blood still dripping down you.
Do we know any therapists on the planet?
I'm a therapist.
Do you think the planet would take it badly if we like kicked him out of the ship over one of the cities? Asking the real questions here.
They love me.
What you're describing is kind of the leaving the dog on the side of the road.
I like go to the door of the ship and like try and drag our slothful friend here over towards the door, and I like point towards a direction and location. I'm like, the most slothful people in the city are that away.
Then come
so
with me and help me convert them.
you're
You've got
pulling back
acolytes for
into the
that. I'm
port
sorry.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you pull back into the port, so you're back into the big ship thing. You notice that there's been some repairs since the last time you came here. There's currently a little bit of scaffolding still up around like some bits that looks like some of the place was sheared a bit.
The place that
Are there
looked like
any
it was
peop-
exploded last time.
But yeah, it's still a bit damaged, but it's looking pretty repaired.
Have they almost got the exploded part like repaired now?
Yeah, yeah. For you can see you can see where they've painted, and like there's just a little bit of charring around a certain section that you can still see.
Are there any people that aren't part of the crew nearby?
Oh yeah, tons. Loads of people are like boarding ships, leaving ship, like getting off of their ships. It's
Can I go up to the nearest person and say, "Ah, you wonderful slothful person," and then I'll try and lick them on the face.
uh, make a dexterity check or athletics.
I'll go with Dex. Oh no, it's 10.
They duck past you and just sort of run away.
You know you want this. Come back.
As soon as he's running out to talk to people, I'm going to lock the door to the ship and hope he doesn't hope he just keeps going.
Can I use Ooh, what is the specific wording of that spell? Sorry.
Like,
Oh, by the way, you're all long rested
nice.
on your arrival.
I'll have to be able to see. So did you shut the door to the
The door to the
Um,
ship is shut. Yes.
can I cast knock on the door to the ship?
You can. The door to the ship unlocks. What do you do?
I like to try and pull the door open if I can.
Yep, it's unlocked. You can just head on in.
I'll go in.
You walk back into the ship. Cato, a massive wave of disappointment washes over you.
Knew that was too good to be true.
Well, there's not many doors that can stop me, you little rapscallion. And go. My mind trembles with anticipation of being able to bring you over to the religion of sloth and things
Hey.
like that.
I like turned to Croc and I'm like, "Do you have the Insane Asylum on speed dial yet?"
Oh yeah.
Yes, they'd love a person like you.
I've like got number like phone. It's like, hey, we have someone who needs picked up. They keep trying to like threaten people with sloth and lick people and stuff. It's kind of creepy. We're at Doc X and give the Doc number.
Yeah, yeah.
No, 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 no! Don't do that. I want to try and grab the phone.
Make make a opposed athletics or acrobatics check.
Which one am I rolling? Oh
You're
right.
sorry.
not rolling.
I mean, yeah, you've got the 4.
Cato just about manages to like keep it away from the taller human.
Just, like,
and- and-
climbs on Croc's head.
Yeah. And they say, all right, we'll be there in like 10 to 20 minutes. If you could
We'll
just
try and keep him distracted. Oh, look, a slothful individual behind you.
Lawrence, you turn around and see a wall.
You're right, it is a thoughtful individual.
you,
How
t-
lovely.
you turn around and
I'll lick,
see yourself in the mirror.
how wonderful. I'll lick the wall / mirror.
You spend a little bit of time doing that, and you hear like a knock at the door of the ship.
Open it.
You see two people with straitjackets and a gag.
Is that one,
Ooh.
officer?
It is not me. It is him. Pointing at Cato.
I'm like,
Ooh, make a. Okay, Lawrence make deception, Cato make persuasion.
oh, fuck.
18.
Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Ah, you got it. And they start to try and put the straitjacket on Cato.
And
God damn it!
no, Croc will stand in the way and be like, no, it's that guy.
Ooh, okay. Croc or Cato, you can roll again on your persuasion.
I
I'm a
will
negative.
roll.
Sure, Croc, roll for persuasion.
Oh, did that click? Let's click it again. No, it's just roll 20 being slow.
I mean, your first one was a, like, 11?
Yeah.
So, they're like,
Let,
nah, pretty sure this guy's still insane.
let me help. I'll cast uh what does Long Strider do?
Nothing. Cato is literally shouting, but he turned himself into a fish during the journey while I was just
Oh,
sitting drinking
yeah,
every day.
yeah, sure he did. As they're just, like, putting the straitjacket on and then the
I just
gag.
turn into a giant elk. The straitjacket no longer works.
Yeah, you just rip through the straitjacket, and one of them pulls out a phone. We're gonna need a bigger jacket, as both
And
of
I
them
like
sort of,
turn
like,
back
head
into a
off.
goblin, and I'm like, I'm a druid. This man here tries to lick everything and keeps talking about how sloth is great. Please,
I'll
I just
cast
need to
Third
be
Person on you.
interviewed. Nothing more. Just talk to him.
Sure,
Do you have any
buddy.
therapists? I kind of want to talk to a therapist as well.
Sure. How about you and how about both of you come talk to the therapists that are at our establishment?
Croc, grab him, make sure he comes.
I have nothing to talk about. I'm absolutely normal.
No, we'll check both of you.
How is I'm like saying how has he been this normal for the last minute and a half?
Yeah, it's
He's never been
very
this normal.
convenient.
Yeah.
We'll have a therapist talk to the both of you, if you both follow us.
Sure.
Lawrence, do you go?
Yes, I go.
Uh, Gregorian, do you also go?
Uh, I shall follow.
Sure. The Croc and the Dragonborn tagging along for the ride.
We're not insane, at least. Or at least not visually.
Alright, you arrive at the asylum.
Again.
Again.
Literally the most visited place in this campaign.
True. They take the two of you in to see the therapist. For the first meeting, the therapist is behind a glass panel. And each of you are taken in individually. You're both placed in the holding room while you wait.
Hey, I write myself in as Cato's guardian.
Uh, you're just you can sit in like the guest waiting area,
Yeah.
and so can Gregarian or Gregory or whatever. How do you pronounce your name, Ogdo? Like your
Just
character name?
just do Gregan.
Gregan. Oh, Gregan.
Just do
Okay.
Gree.
So
Just do Gree.
not a Gregarian chant.
Okay.
I mean,
Gree.
if you want to call it that, I'm not complaining.
Okay. Gregan and Croc chill in the foyer while they wait. Okay, first to go in is Cato.
I walk in and I sit down.
And asks, okay, Cato, how do you feel?
Depressed.
And why would that be?
I tried to save some people and they died in my mouth.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. And how... Okay. So, how big is your mouth?
Uh, well, when I turn into a giant snake, it's this big and I give like a arms real wide.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And
I
do
can
you
show
turn
you if
into...
you want.
Do you go on, go on.
I turn into a giant constrictor snake in the middle of the interview room.
Behind the glass, he goes, ah... Okay, okay. He begins jotting stuff down.
And then I turn back at myself and sit back on the chair.
He's like, okay, okay. So, these people who died in your mouth, did they mean a lot to you?
No, but they were my employer, and I was trying to save them so hard, and that I became a snake spring to like throw my body under theirs, and then they still died, but I survived.
Oh, and you feeling sad about that?
Yeah, survivor's guilt, I think, is what you would call it.
Hmm.
I keep tasting his blood.
Sounds interesting. Okay, okay. Keeps writing stuff down.
And I mean, I've eaten lots of people before, but like this was the first one where it was like not intentional.
Uh, write some more stuff down. And who did you eat before?
Like usually people I was involved in like a life or death combat with. As the life of a mercenary, you know, and as a mercenary who turns into a giant animal, you just end up biting people, and it's kind of just it happens.
Part of the course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yes, and what species are you?
Oh, I'm a goblin.
Uh-huh. Good to know. Just I know
I don't know what my
standards.
planet's called. I ended up here by accident. I didn't really know what a spaceship was before I ended up here.
Fair.
You know those people who like illegally traffic like less advanced species? Yeah, that happened to me.
So I'm very sorry to hear that. Well, that's unfortunate, because we can't judge you by your own culture's standards of morals, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, do you mind being judged by the galactic standard?
I do not know what that is, but I assume it will be fine.
Okay.
It's definitely not going to be fine. I eat too much people to be fine by the galactic standard.
Right, so looks like you might have to be staying here for a little while. Just for a little while. We need to work through a couple of issues. Are you okay with that?
Well, I mean, we're on a mission to capture a black dragon that's been running the criminal underworld in this area as a slave trader, but yeah, a few days can't hurt. Like, we've already given it, like, several weeks while we traveled to an alien planet that kept disappearing.
Okay. So if you just want to, and he presses a button and a door opens behind you. It's not the one you came in here through. If you just want to head through that door.
Sure. Cato walks through the door.
There we go. Closes door behind you. Alright, Lawrence, you're up next. You're buzzed in. Door opens. You are muted.
Before I enter, I'll prestidigitation the smell away.
Alright, you smell less like a fish. And more like a you.
I'll sit down and I'll say, hello there.
Hello. Your name is Dib. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Now, Dib, how do you feel?
I feel fine. How are you?
Good, good. And Dib, so what race are you?
Human.
Okay. Now, Dib, why do you think you're here, Dib?
Well, there's a few reasons, mainly because Cato, the person you've just been speaking to, wrongfully called you to try and take me away.
Boo. Stupid being out of character person over there. Boo.
Okay. And how did that make you feel? Did it make you feel angry that Kate betrayed you, or what?
Betrayal is always upsetting.
So you say you would feel upset.
Of course. Who
And,
wouldn't be upset?
and on a scale of 1 to 10, how upset are you? 10
Uh,
being very upset, 1 being not upset at all.
At this question, his eye twitches a bit. As he says, "Oh, it's about an 8."
Oh, okay. Notes that down. And do you have any strange tendencies? Or do you notice anything weird happening around you?
Well, I mean, I've uh, been on this planet for a while, and I mean, it's had an effect on my a little bit being gone for so long, but I'm sure I'll recover.
Oh, you poor soul.
My eye twitches a bit more.
And your last friend said that he had lots of dangerous encounters. Have you ever killed anyone?
Hmm. Yes.
You have. Right, what was the context?
Hmm. If I can remember back that far. I'll cast Charm Person on him. Or her.
Okay.
So that is a wisdom saving throw DC 14. Damn it.
26. They say, I get you.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
Presses
You're a
button.
very, you're a very wise individual, aren't you?
Yeah. So,
So what?
how did you kill this person?
Well, you see, they were a cultist.
They were a cultist, and were they threatening your life? Was it in self-defense?
Yes, they said something about worshipping envy and being lustful and slothful or something.
Fair enough.
What about you? Have you ever killed anybody?
No, but I think this interview is concluded. If you'll just wait in the other room, the holding cell you came from. Some people will be with you in a moment. And then he clicks another button, and the door behind you that you came from opens.
I'll go back through.
Do you sit in the waiting area for about 10 minutes?
Is there anybody else other than me and the rest of the crew in the waiting area?
No, just you're in the waiting area. The rest of the crew are in the lounge.
Can I cast spider climb and walk up onto, crawl up onto the roof?
Okay, you crawl up onto the roof.
I'll wait up there.
Okay, 10 minutes pass. And some police officers come in and are standing just outside the door. They enter and say, "Come down."
What is it that you wish to do with me?
We just want to ask you some questions.
My entire head will twitch slightly. And I'll say, what kind of questions?
Get down on the ground now, that's an order. They raise their guns.
I'll walk back down.
They say, "Turn around, get on the ground, put your hands behind your back."
I'll cast Misty Step. Is the door still open?
The door is closed.
Oh, damn it. Is there any glass in the door?
No.
Oh, damn it. I'll get onto the ground and go.
Alright.
Let them...
They cuff you, and in case you're a magic person, they also gag you. And then they take you off. Croc and Gregon, you see your friend who is definitely crazy and turned himself into a fish, getting taken out the front door by the police. He is handcuffed and gagged. But you don't see Cato come out.
Yeah, I go and inquire about Cato.
As you go to the desk to inquire, she says, "One moment." She's like on the phone. She's okay. She puts the phone down. I was just about to come talk to you, actually. So Cato's been admitted. He's gonna stay for about a week while he sort of works through some problems that he has, and we're gonna verify how much he said is what he said in his interview was true. He might be here for a week, but he might be here a bit longer, depending on how much of it was actually true. And your other friend was judged to be mentally stable, but also potentially guilty of some crimes.
Just nods. He's like,
So the police have taken him away.
Croc would ask like if there's like visiting rights and stuff like that for visiting.
Yeah, you can visit every Monday.
Oh damn! It just happens to be Tuesday.
You can visit every Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
What day is it?
Today, what day is it, Croc?
That
Have you looked at a calendar recently?
no.
Or a phone? Then you have no clue. Could be any day.
I ask what day it is.
The receptionist responds with, it's Thursday.
So
Visiting hours are from 4 till 10.
that's a weird number. But sure. What if I look at the time? What time is it?
It is currently 3 o'clock.
Okay. Well, I'd probably wait an hour and then try to visit.
Alright, she says, yeah, sure. Head over to the visitors section, and she guides you to another door.
Mm-hmm.
She's just down that corridor. You'll come into a little. You should be able to get in. Once you make your way down the corridor, you go through another room. There's some security guards. They request that you leave all of your weapons behind.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Do you leave them?
Yep.
They then make you walk through a metal detector. Do you have anything metal on you that aren't your weapons?
I don't think so.
If that's the case, you're let through. Gregon, what do you want to do?
I'll follow through.
Do you leave all of your metal objects behind?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Any weapons or metal objects must be left behind. They then quickly pat you down. They pat both of you down. They don't find anything. And you're both ushered through into a corridor, down the corridor, and then through one final door where you come into the patient's area. Cato, you've been since guided to a room that has sort of goblin-sized clothes for you.
Mm-hmm.
They also requested you leave all of your items in a box that can be retrieved when you leave.
Okay.
Cool.
Kato wants to get better and stop seeing these terrible visions.
If you head in, there's a bunch of other people who look a bit peculiar. But other than that, there's some tables.
Do I see Lawrence's character?
No, but but after a little while of staying there, you do hear some of the other people talking about this all the really crazy people are kept further down that corridor, which is on the opposite side of the room to where you came from.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
they do talk about how recently a really crazy guy came in who just has to be drugged all the time because he kept having violent outbursts.
But yeah, I'll go to visiting hours with the with the people.
Alright, you meet up with Croc and Gregon.
How are you two doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm alright. I think it's good if I stay here for a bit and get help. I keep tasting him.
Ugh. Although, but
He didn't taste good. It tastes like failure.
You never want to taste failure.
Thank you, voice in my head. Failure is truly the worst taste. I'm gonna need you guys to do something while I'm in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, the phone that we need to the boss man is still on the ship, and you're gonna need to follow the leads and find out where this dragon might be.
Sure. How long are you going to be in here for?
I think they said about like 4 or 5 days, maybe a week.
Okay, so you can get some relaxation time, and we can spend the next week doing, like, intel, looking around, finding information.
Yeah, what happened to the crazy one? Like,
He got took away by the police.
wow, didn't expect that one.
He's apparently sane, but might be a danger to society.
Wouldn't have guessed the first part, did guess the second part.
He's apparently a much better actor than we thought.
But yeah, I know it's early, Gregon, in your time here, but could you please assist Croc and in what he needs to figure out what's happening here?
We'd also probably by now have explained how much was it, if you can remember, Joseph, the cut a member gets for being part of this?
Technically none of you know.
I do know. We
Sorry.
were told it previously.
You're right, you do know.
Yeah, but I don't have it written right here for some reason. I did have it somewhere.
Give me one moment.
The last I had was he called the employer for a dragon-based raise. I think
Yeah,
it
because
was a bunch of thousands of gold.
the initial was
It was close to like 10k a person.
Something like that.
Oh yeah, here it is. It's the initial price was 10,000 credits for completing the job.
Yeah, I think we basically negotiated to be per person.
And then you figured out it was a dragon, and he was like, sure. Yeah, 10,000 per person seems reasonable.
Okay, so I tell our new member that, well, we're down people, so you can join in now and you get 10k from it.
I agree, wholeheartedly.
I agree to getting free money.
I agree to getting 10k to go and fight a big dragon.
We get it afterwards, unfortunately.
Disappointed, but
yeah, so were we.
Fine, as long as the crazy dude's not around.
Well, he's apparently been taken potentially to jail.
All the people in there are just like, yeah, none of us are crazy.
Yeah, guys, I know that you're not crazy. We're just all in here for help.
The people through there are the crazy ones.
Yeah.
You hear a voice in the distance. None of this is real. It's all a game.
Oh yeah, like they keep saying people in here like have some problems, but like Steve there was just an accountant who like set fire to his place because he wanted like the insurance money. Why is he here?
You just had a bit of a nervous breakdown.
And this random guy turns around and is like, I'm in here because it was this or go to jail.
And I'm in here because the voices, they never stop.
Oh yeah, watch out for that one. It's fine.
I like lean over to Cork and I'm like, reminder, even if they get a little bit violent, I can turn into a giant animal and eat them if I really felt like it.
That's true.
And I'm in here because I like bacon. Everything is bacon.
Oh, that's David the Bacon Fiend.
It's like, yeah, you wouldn't think that's crazy, but he thinks everything is bacon.
Yeah, he believed that bacon was the one true path of life and the only organism worth talking to, and then everything became bacon.
Yeah. Really hard to have a chess match with that guy.
He eats every
Well, you
chess
see,
piece.
you move the pointy bacon next to the round bacon, and then you eat the pointy bacon.
It's
So
one of
yeah,
like 10 games we got in here. It's the only fun one.
and now you're missing several pieces.
Yep. Luckily, they replaced them pretty frequently.
Well, back to the bacon room. He goes back to his cell and starts licking the wall. Bacon.
Have you got anything else to say? Or are you gonna let Cato go back to vibing
yeah.
inside the insane asylum?
Cato can just go and relax. Take a week off. Put your feet up.
And you two are gonna go head out to try and look for clues.
Yeah.
Let's split up, gang, and search for clues.
At the same time as I'm doing the research into the dragon, I'll also be looking into the person who stole my thingy that we discussed, Joseph.
Who stole your...
The dagger.
I cannot remember this.
Okay.
DM me about it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying that I'm also looking into that. Because I feel...
Anyway,
yeah.
you all survived the planet of death, and I think that's a relatively good place to end the session.
We're back at the insane asylum.
I wonder what's going to happen to the prison, to our other member at the prison.
It's fine.
I will now give you all a level up.
Yeah.
Let's go. Slightly less worse now.
Slightly less worse.
Slightly.
What does a
the
druid
point,
get
because-
for leveling up?
Just because you made it through the planet.
So tune in next
Story
time for...
checkpoints level.
Oh yeah, what's happening next time? Is next time the special Christmas episode, as you were saying?
Next time is the special Christmas episode.
Ooh, so tune in next time for something Christmassy, but given this campaign, I can't even guess what.
I wonder if it's Christmas related. It can't be, right?